afternoon encouragement today, and just, yeah, I had a thought that, so back in, I think it was around like May, we had gathered with our students and we're chilling in the Doherty's backyard, just kind of talking about life, and there had been this like kind of movement and invitation into what it looks like to stay awake to God's presence. Like, what does it mean to be awake versus asleep, and how easy it is to just kind of get by and go through a day and feel like it's Groundhog Day because of quarantine or whatever we've been going through, and just kind of get through instead of being awake and noticing. And we talked about what does it look like to stay awake, and how at times when we wake up from a nap or something, we feel super like groggy and out of it. And Caden Doherty, we just asked, like, when have you guys experienced something like that? And he's like, well, it just happened like last week. I was in Spanish class and then I fell asleep, and then my teacher is yelling at me to wake up in Spanish, and I don't really understand what she's saying, but it's like freaking out, right? Like, it's just super funny. But that reality, though, can be for us in certain ways where we like have been asleep to his presence, and to wake up to it kind of feels a little weird and hard and different, and we don't really know what's going on, but we know, like, okay, now I'm awake. But then the hope that we pressed into, and that I hope is encouraging to you today, is just this invitation of, like, what does it look like to stay awake? So we're not just constantly waking up from naps and having these spurts of noticing his presence, but really like finding ways that we stay awake, that we continue to see the people around us, that we continue to notice his movement and his invitation. And yeah, I think 2020 has lessons for us that we are engaging, and has drawn out places in our lives that we need. We are just going through the motions. And so the hope of 2021 and even the series that we're in of just the things still yet to come are ahead, and just this hope for 2021 that we can learn to stay awake to his presence. We can engage practices in our lives that help us become more aware of him and who he is, and what that in turn means to our lives. So even just the simple practice of throughout your day, like setting an alarm, and when that alarm goes off, it's literally just a moment for you to pause, take a breath, and notice him, acknowledge his presence. Nothing huge, you don't have to like stop what you're doing and, oh, I need to pray now or whatever. Just simply like, Jesus, thanks for who you are. And as we develop practices that bring us into his awareness and his presence, I think it allows us to in turn notice more and more that he's always present. He's the ever-present help. And so, would love to encourage you in that today. Hope that you have a great day, and that, you can, if someone asks you how your day is, it's not just, oh, it's okay. Nothing really happened. Instead, as we become more aware of him and his presence, and we're more awake to the people around us, that then what did you do today, or what happened today? There's a lot more to be shared because we've noticed. So, all right, I love you.